Hey everyone, this is Azrael here, and we are giving Geist another go today, and we're up against probably the worst matchup, so hopefully this will be an interesting game. We've got a pretty awesome starter hand. And I just let the guy obviously know that I was recording, make sure he was okay with it, and he's just hoping he does nothing stupid. If you did watch my last video, you might have seen I had a pretty horrendous mistake in my first turn, so we'll try not to repeat that. This is almost certainly a keep hand. In fact, I don't know if there's a better hand. Potentially the Forger could get dropped, but this medium and account siphon could do work. We really want to see some early breakers here. But yeah, NEH tough with no way to stop fast advance other than really aggressively digging. So this medium could be an absolute lifesaver. Obviously, we have to be aware of kill packages. Mid-seasons is a big threat because we're not running any sort of plascrete. We're only really running 2 decoys and 3 forgers in terms of tag protection. Now, the early remote. You always want to say, is it an Astro? Should I check it just to be sure? And I feel like I really should check this out. Yeah, I think we have to keep him honest here. I think I could potentially install some cards first of all, if it was going to be something really naughty, but let's just check it out. I imagine it's probably going to be a pad. Let's find out. Turtle backs, okay. So that's going to be a lot of money for him in the long run, and I think I kind of have to leave it at the minute. So expecting a very horizontal game to come out from this. So we'll start getting our stuff together. We have a Shiv, a passport, another off campus. So this isn't bad. This gives us a possible sentry and code gate breaker for getting through to HQ, though no barrier breaker to hand at the moment. I think R&D is probably worth a check. Last click. Last click. Why not? Let's check it out. Maybe should have done this second or third, but let's have a nosy. Ooh, Jackson. I think we probably want to trash him. He's going to get a credit and a card from installing him. I think, yeah, let's get rid of him. Obviously, if he has another Jackson in hand, that's going to be 3 credits of mine pretty much just straight down the drain. But if he doesn't, it should slow his game down a small amount. So new server. He's obviously aware that we're happy to check, and he's going to take advantage of it by starting to put a couple of servers out. Probably hoping here that neither of these are anything we want. So I'm going to draw. Fall Guy is a great card here. Single thing's okay. Could trash the Fall Guy, but I think I want to hold on to it. And another Fall Guy is good. Let's just continue to set up. The breaking news is scary here. Potentially... Oh my. So I could potentially get breaking news and then have my off-campus trash, which would pretty much end my game. This is not a great position to be in. The good thing is, though, we're going to get plenty of economy on his side, which I can then account siphon from him. So I could get a pretty nice tempo swing. And I feel like I'll probably check this one. So with all these credits, obviously we're going to have to be wary of the fast advance potential. I think I definitely want to check these. I'm just not sure how much I want to spend doing it. And once I start checking servers continually, I'm really playing his game, which is not great. I think I'm going to continue just to build up a bit here. I will trash maybe 1 Fall Guy just to get some economy going. Okay. Really want to start getting these mediums underway. And I think landing the first account siphon is crucial, so I want to make sure it doesn't miss, so I really want to see a barrier breaker. Okay, I'm going to go check server 4. Maybe potentially a little bit sillily. Okay. I want to charge daily business so badly, but we're not gonna. So he's probably got some in hand. What's the worst kind of thing we could face check? Probably nothing really scary. Maybe an Enigma? Let's go and have a nosy in HQ. Hopefully a wraparound or quandary or something just here. Force him to res maybe. Okay. That was an Enigma. Okay, we could actually whip out the passport here for free and then break, which I think will do. And we shall break and break. I'd like to think there's going to be one or two agendas here. Although, maybe one at best. Oh, that's kind of grim. Oh, sugar. Okay. Uh-oh. So, Archangel, he's probably going to stick my off-campus back in my hand, and I'm going to lose this fall guy. Yeah, so no break. Well, I can trigger. Okay. Can I trigger fall guy as I'm encountering it? Or no window? Interesting one, because I assume because I'm encountering it, I have a window to break. Yeah, because I really would like to use the fall guy, because I'm almost certainly going to use at least the off campus here. Yeah, I think that's right. So I'm pretty happy he's going to let me play like that. So I will take 2 credits. And I can't get up to strength to fight it, but at least I have an extra card. Don't lose the 2 credits. Which means I'm going to have a ton of cards in hand. I'm going to have to get rid of some, but it's not the worst in the world. It's better than losing that fall guy. Can't fight the trace, even though I'm 1 credit shy, unfortunately, because I do have a link of 2. So I assume he's no boosting. Don't know how Archangel kind of triggers if it works correctly in the Jinteki interface. It's not something I've actually come across before. Yeah, cool. So it's fair. And my last click then, it doesn't overly matter, but I think we'll just pop the passport back out probably. And I need to clear. So the off-campus can definitely go. Crescentus is probably not incredibly useful this game. Double account siphon, probably going to keep. The levy we can drop just in the pretense that we have the same old thing, but this is tough actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to let the levy go. I don't even know if I'm going to get the opportunity to levy against any etch if I'm really honest about this. Okay, so at least we know we can account siphon now. We know we can avoid at least 1 tag. Unless he decides to ice up, which I imagine he most likely will. Unless, oh, I was about to say, unless there was an agenda on the far side, but no, he's decided to draw. Maybe he's trying to draw into ice, actually. Okay, so we've got to assume there's 1, maybe 2 agendas in there now. Oh wow, okay. So he's drawn up hard. If I can get an account 7 here, I would be elated. Oh goodness, okay. So I think we'll probably have to poke that. Maybe drop the Shiv and poke it. Probably a wraparound or a wall of static. Don't think he's going to have the influence for Eli. Could be an Architect, which would be pretty poor. I'm not super familiar with the Turtlebacks decks. But we know he's running 50 less ice, which really isn't that hard a restriction on Moonbat Temple, I really don't think. So I might just cut this a little bit. Just, oh, I think we got sorted. Shiv is kind of defunct at this point. Forger's kind of defunct at this point, so this is not the best. I think I'll probably run the bin just to get the Jackson pop. Hitting Exploded Palooza here could be pretty bad, but I don't feel like that's going to happen. We are going to get one face down. And it was an Archangel. Okay, so that's actually good to know that's gone. I don't know if he kept a second one, or if he just felt like it wasn't necessary against my rig, since it's kind of so cheap. Although knowing that this off campus is going to potentially get bigger, I think I would have been tempted to keep it myself. So we're definitely on a downhill swing here. Yeah, so I see Chrome, when you play on Gentech.net, actually has the option to sort of tech bag actions and do fixes and such. I'm personally on Firefox myself, and it just works a little bit better with the way that I do record the videos. Now we do only run one inside job, so this is not a great server for us to be running at. So I really don't feel like this is going to be a sentry in front of the Enigma. It's more than likely going to be a barrier. This is a really tricky position. I almost feel like running server 6 just to get a res might be a call here. I think an Astro scored is really going to hurt us. I think I'm just going to continue to draw up. And I'm getting exactly what I don't want. There is a spike. Fantastic. And I'd be tempted to throw down the crowbar just to have a fourth icebreaker for strength, but I'm not sure if I'll need it. Yeah, I guess it's actually cheaper to break the Enigma, or it's the same to break the Enigma if I'm only breaking one sub, I guess. At least this way I'll get a draw out of it. So it's like a credit now to see if I credit later and get a draw. I don't know how good that really is. Not seeing my tech traders early has definitely hurt us. And ooh, okay. So this is about to get pretty nasty. We could be about to see Archangel going on top of HQ, which would make me pretty sad. And oh my goodness, that's a fantastic score for him. And Archangel is almost certainly going to go on to HQ, I think. He could install from hand, I guess. But this discarding Archangel and allowing this play seems very solid. Oh, he's installing an unseen card from HQ. Onto that server. Okay, so we've got a window. Or he feels confident enough that we can't get into his HQ with a siphon. He's got nothing to res except for the ice, so I think I've just got to go with this. So let's hope this is something we can get through. And we don't hit double code gate here. A second Enigma would actually be really sad. I maybe should have taken a credit. In fact, I definitely should have taken a credit. Oh my. Oh my. How bad is this? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad indeed. Oh man. Okay. That's gonna fire. Yeah. Oh, okay. So our link of 2 is not going to save us because I've run with 0 credits. Forgot the Mamba Temple credits. Oh man. He's got to trash the crowbar. Because if he doesn't, I get in. If he trashes the passport, I would be elated, but I don't think he's going to make that mistake. At this stage, it doesn't really matter though. He's down to 1 credit, so account siphoning for me is pretty unappetizing. He's having a bit of a think about it. I think crowbar is the better short term because it stops me getting in at all, whereas passport's the better long term. He does go with the passport, okay. How crazy do I want to be? Do I want to steal a credit to get 2, clear a tag? I mean, probably not. So we carry on. We will break the Enigma. And we're going to just access a card. I very much doubt there's going to be an agenda here, but I think we'll just go up and access. Swordsman. Okay, that's not too bad. So that was a pretty appalling turn. Tech trader's good. Okay. So that was a pretty huge misplay on my part. Should have expected the assassin as an option. Don't have any way to stop the Astro Train now, so I think I wouldn't have had any way around. Oops, we're getting very horizontal. Just zoom out a little bit. Now, is he being so cheeky? It could be. I don't think we can waste time going after those though. Okay. So sorry for the very small, sorry for the net runner France that's happening here, but unfortunately he's gone quite horizontal, which means I have to zoom this out to keep everything in check. I'll maybe just zoom one back in. We're not too worried about the chat log. So breaking this assassin's never really going to be appetizing. Fighting it on link is probably the easiest way for me to actually deal with it. Yeah, I think this is one of the tougher positions I've been in with this deck. Oh my. Yeah, this is about to get pretty nasty. He basically has a choice of 2 cards every turn with ability. Is this going to be a breaking news? No. I mean, we absolutely cannot challenge for that, I don't believe. I don't think so. The clone chip could be useful. Again, just for economy and draw and getting the Shiv back. To help get us up to strength. I'd love to see another tech trader here. There's Mongoose, which can break it for 5, which is actually probably the best thing we can get right now. But I need 8. I'm just not seeing. My economy is very much late game, and that missed siphons really just set us back so much. I'm trying to think of the best way out of this. I mean, I could force this server just to run it and try and force him to res more ice, but really, we're getting kept out by any code gate. It's probably an NAPD, maybe Explodapalooza. If it's a corporate team or a corporate sales team, we're pretty sad. Could be a global food if he's actually being cheeky with the Astro script. He could triple advance and use the counter as well, and that would put us way behind. Losing that medium as well was pretty rough. So I'm trying to think what I could draw into here. Really, I've used 2 of my fall guys already, so I don't really have any other burst economy. We're not running any sure gambles or dirty laundries. It's really all based around the tech traders and trashing your breakers as you go to maintain that economy. He's slowly advancing this. I don't have any action to take. He's maybe just respecting the clone chip, but there's nothing in the bin that's going to intervene because it was installed in advance last turn. Okay, NAPD. I'm pretty much okay with that. I absolutely have no issue with that being scored. do have concerns that that's probably another 3-2 though. And Archangel is going where? Oh my. Okay, so that happened. Underworld Contact is going to be way too slow here. Another Tech Trader is good. And I'm just going to get rid of Underworld. Keep the Forger. Legwork could be good. I'll get rid of a same old thing. I don't think we're going to get time to play them all. Okay, so at least we now know as we trash, we're going to get 2 credits a time, which is pretty significant actually. So next turn we could potentially look to install the barrier, or install the spike, sorry. And we then got the clone chip to bring out another breaker. Oh man, this is going to almost certainly be game next turn. Oh wowie. Yep. Really curious about how I could have done better here. I think obviously the misplay was really clear. Missing the Mamba Temple credits to realize an assassin was a potential threat was pretty bad. So yeah. So I need to get another 2 breakers on the board here if I want to be able to shiv the assassin. I don't actually have a way through the Enigma without using the clone chip. I mean, if he's got an agenda next turn, I think he's got this. I could credit, install spike, run installing crowbar. I could only credit once would be enough, I think, actually, sorry. So credit once, install spike, run clone chip in the crowbar. Oh, I need a credit for it, so I need to credit twice. Although I would get 2 credits from clone chip. Okay, so yeah, we can get in here. With a legwork, if I credit 3 times, I could legwork and potentially steal a game-winning agenda. Thinking / regretting. Okay, so if I go to 3 credits on legwork, that puts me to 1. I can then, oh, so I need to install the spike as well. Oh, so no, we can't quite get enough. Let's say clone chip first. Okay, actually that's not clone chip, sorry. We'll gain a credit. We'll clone chip out the crowbar. Install the spike. Or the crowbar. I guess the crowbar is better actually. We can then credit and run with legwork. Yeah, that will do it. Very tentatively do it. So credit and then we'll legwork. Okay. And I assume he has no reactions. So I hope he has no reactions. So we will try shiv. Carry on. And touch crowbar. I was giving him time to react in case he did have anything he wanted to do. Continue. And we'll get to see his full hand, which you never know, might save us a turn. Okay, Explodapalooza. Biotic. And breaking news. Okay, so potentially saves us a turn if hold on a second. Breach is probably going to be too expensive at this stage. Yeah, let's just dump the breach. But he could always daily business show into 1 or 2 agendas here. Plus there is the card he installed in server 6, which could just straight up be another agenda. He is only got 24 cards remaining. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, very good game. Like that one misplay definitely like costs the game. I don't know if we were actually in a winning position. Actually, he played really well early, got a lot of pressure, and our lack of sure gambles and dirty laundries and ways to keep on top of those assets was just always going to be an issue for us. So I think that the fast advanced asset NAH is definitely a trouble. But I would really appreciate any comments or feedback below, guys. Except don't faceplant archers. I think I learned that lesson. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you again next time.